All right, we have Krista Silver, our associate underwriter, with us to provide some useful information regarding Sons of Norway underwriting. Welcome, Krista. Thank you for joining us. So
Yes,
thank you
thank
for
you for
spending a
having
little
me.
time. Yes. So we'll jump right in. How long does a simplified issue take to decide if it's approved or declined?
Well, the great thing about simplified issue is how quickly we can make a decision. On most applications, we can approve or decline it within a day or two, sometimes even the same day the application is received.
Yes, and we see that, and I know our agents love that. So, okay, I know there's a little more variation, but let's talk a little bit about our fully underwritten policies. How long does it take about for time to decision on those?
Yes, decision time on fully underwritten certificates mostly depends on how quickly your client can complete the necessary requirements, such as the paramedical exam and the blood and the urine test. The sooner you order the necessary requirements, the sooner the exam company can start contacting your client to schedule the exam. I've seen the decision time on fully underwritten certificates take as little as 2 weeks, but I've also seen the decision time take months when there's a delay in the client scheduling or completing the exam, or when we're waiting on medical records.
Yes, so that's a good point. It does vary, but it's great to make sure that the agents are continuing to work with their clients to make sure they're getting what they need. So love that. And
Exactly.
that kind of goes into the next thing. How does an agent keep that process moving forward?
Yes, the key to keeping the process moving forward is to really encourage your client to schedule the paramedical exam as soon as possible. The time to decision on fully underwritten is really in the client's hands. Good communication with your client is the key.
Love that. Okay, that's great information. So let's go back to simplified issue. What are we seeing as the most common reasons that declines are coming up?
This is such a good question and a hard one. While the decline reasons vary, the most common reasons we see that lead to a decline are heart conditions, stroke, various diseases such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, or chronic kidney disease, cancer, diabetes that isn't well controlled, suicide attempts, emphysema, or COPD with tobacco use. We also see a lot of medications on prescription drug histories that are not allowed and usually not disclosed on the application that lead to a decline, such as clopidogrel, warfarin, nitroglycerin, Narcan, risperidone, ketapine, and methotrexate when it's for cancer. And the common theme with these medical conditions and prescription drugs that aren't allowed is that they weren't disclosed on the application. We can't stress enough the importance of the medical questions on the application and disclosing all of the medications your client is taking and why. Good disclosures up front can help us understand conditions or know why a medication is being taken that could help us approve the application instead of declining it when there are no disclosures. The simplified issue whole life underwriting cheat sheet summarizes all of this and is an excellent field underwriting source that we encourage you to use.
Awesome. Yes. So speaking of resources, where can our agents find great resources for underwriting their clients in the field?
Yeah, the simplified issue whole life underwriting guide, the simplified issue underwriting cheat sheet, and the field marketing underwriting guide are all great resources to use in the field. They can be found right under quick links when you log into the agent portal from the Sons of Norway website, SOOFN.com. And since they're PDFs, you can easily save them to your computer or tablet for quick reference when you need them, or you can print them out. Other resources, such as the diabetes questionnaire or other questionnaires, and even training videos, can all be found on the agent portal. If you don't see it under quick links, keep scrolling down to agent resources and you'll see before the sale resources as well as underwriting case and development. The agent portal is where you'll find everything you need.
Yes, we love that. So speaking of questionnaires, when are additional questionnaires needed and how is that determined?
Yeah, different factors determine when a questionnaire is needed, but anytime a client discloses diabetes, drug use, especially marijuana, alcohol use, or if they have a history of seizures, we might end up needing a questionnaire. If you'd like to be proactive, you can always include the questionnaire when you're submitting the e-app. It's always great to have the completed questionnaire up front, but otherwise we'll request it during underwriting if it's needed.
Awesome. Okay, and so the agent has looked over all of our resources and they have some additional questions. Maybe there are some comorbidities that come up and they just aren't sure. How do they get a risk assessment?
For a risk assessment, the easiest way is to email underwriting@sofn.com. The response time is quick. If you send an email during the workday, we'll usually respond right away. If your email comes in after normal work hours, we'll respond the next day.
Yes, that and we hear that too, that the response time is very fast. So I think this is great information, and we thank you for your time. And I will include all of this information in the follow-up email as well. So I think that does it, and we appreciate your time, Krista. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you.